Alright, alright. Shannon's about ready. Mm-hmm. All the stars are aligning. Systems go. Yes! Yes! I've been waiting about this all day. Oh, it's been a long day. Hi guys. Aloha. What's up? It's your birdie, Vampire Finch, Vtuber Nivni, Adair, and Michi. It's a pleasure to have all of you. I am going to do more of my current favorite visual novel, Our Life, beginning and always. Yeah, I've been thinking about this all day. Especially now, like reaching the second summer with with more taller coves. Also, I've been unabashedly watching. Well, not really watching. Well, sometimes watching, but yeah, just experiencing the other parts again when I'm at work. Yeah, that's how much I'm obsessed with this visual novel. I'm not ashamed of it. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna get as much done today as possible. I am gonna be one plump, satisfied Finch after getting all this juicy experience. Ooh, also, and I hope everyone has a beautiful and lovely day. Previously on Our Life, beginning and always. Well, their summer has begun. So me and Cove, we thought we were just gonna take a chill and pursue our own plans. But fate has a funny way of making things interesting. So Cove's mom, his parents are divorced. Apparently, she's visiting. And it seems to me that, I don't know, things are a bit more cozy between me and Cove. Which, I gotta say, I can't complain. Alright, the chapter for the second summer. Wave. I think this is where we're actually gonna see Cove, during when he was a kid, he mentioned that how he wanted to surf or swim. I'm guessing that's how he got that scar on his arm, with the pink cast. Hi, Proto-X. Proto-X says, hey, chirpy, and smiling. It's good to see you, Proto-X. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. How are you doing? We're just about to begin. I was thinking about this all day. Gotta admit, I'm gonna go into detail, but today, just lousy. But, yeah, listening to this again, other parts that I experienced of Our Life, got me through it. Just 3 more days, then I'm off again. Alright, let's begin. First chapter of the second summer. Wave. The family shopping trip had lasted most of the morning. I still had to unload everything from the trunk before I can go enjoy the afternoon. I cradled another bag in my arms as I headed towards my house. It was one of the heavier bags in the grocery store, loaded with fresh apples, ripe tomatoes, bunch of carrots, and even half a watermelon. Gossip says I see a bird off the porch side. Hey, I'm not on the porch side. If that's your way of calling me a chubby birdie. I'm not on the porch side. Hi, Uncle Swift. Hopefully your Sunday is going swimmingly. I just started. This is the second summer of Our Life, beginning and always. Apparently, just came back from a grocery shopping with the family. Mom came out of the front door and paused just ahead of me.
It's no trouble.
Need help with that, Nivni? I can write it the rest of the way, if you want me to. Yes, please, it'll be helpful. No, I've got it. Just imagine. Even if it was heavy, I wanted to bring it in myself. Ma gave me an encouraging grin and rustled her fingers through my orange hair. Well, I have a little bit orange in my hair. Anyway, I set the next bag on the counter. My older sister began to root around the inside, the contents with a sigh. Gusta says, Mom looks very beautiful. I have two gorgeous mommies. How much is left? Still a few more bags. With a huff and a puff, Elizabeth continued putting away the groceries, and I retreated out of the kitchen, for I could become the target of her bad mood.
Be careful!
Careful, Nivni. I hadn't been looking where I was going, and I remember running to Mom, almost stepping on our toes to boot. Sorry. I can give you a pass this time, but be sure to watch where you're going. If you run into the wrong person, you might get your license revoked. She grinned, rather a bad joke, as I continued through the door. Outside, Mom had started organizing what remained and putting back any loose objects that had fallen out during the trip. When I stepped up to the trunk beside her, she took in a big breath of air. The dress felt gently swing around in a breeze.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. We had to spend the morning cooped up in the shopping center. It's a beautiful day, don't you think? I tilted my head to the sky, gazing at the clear blue expanse. I wish it was raining. I let out a sigh, searching the skies for any sign of a fluffy, gray rain cloud. Hey, I actually do like rain, as opposed to a sunny day. I'm different like that. Maybe we'll get like a sun shower one of these days. I purred at that, hoping it were true. It'd be a refreshing change right about now. With renewed enthusiasm, I turned back to the trunk to help Ma with the last of the bags. Oh, hi, Cove. I noticed Bob wave over at Cove just exited his front door, his surfboard propped up under one arm. And let me see, surfboard and wetsuit. Where am I off to this beautiful day? Cove instantly startled, not having realized the family was also out here, even though Mom was the one who called out. I was the one who looked at. I tried to slow down again. He jogged across the pavement to probably say hello to me and my parents. It was decidedly awkward since Cove had trouble figure out how close to stand to me. The addition of his unwieldy surfboard made the whole thing seem even clumsier. Careful with that thing. You put someone's eye out. Gossip says Coach keeps his eyes up when he interacts with Mom and Pa. Mom and Ma. Gossip, Cove is not like that. And he's not looking at them. He's looking at He's looking at a certain finch. Ma chuckled, got a whispered approach from Mom for it. Pam, please, go easy on him. Cove winced. Maybe yes, check out my mom's. Sorry, Mrs. Adair. Don't mind her, honey. It's a beautiful day for surfing. I haven't been out on the waves in a long time. I'm jealous. Yeah, Mommy's a surf. Yeah, I totally remember that. It was just like yesterday. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a few good waves before I get started. Hi, Cove. He relaxed a lot when Mom spoke to him, but the rigidity came back as soon as I said something. Hi there.
Hey.
Hi, Nivni. Cove matched a grin. I almost felt like I had butterflies in my stomach. Do you want to come out and hang out there later? I noticed a flush of red on his cheeks, but that might have just been from the heat. Sure, I'll meet you there when we're done. Yeah, sure, I'll meet you there when I'm done here. Cool. When he spoke again, he tried his adorable smile. That one, yeah, it's like this. His upper teeth showing. When he spoke again, he tried to contain some of the excitement. It was clearly ready to burst. Hi, James. What? It'll be fun. You're not done unloading, right? Can I help?
No.
Oh, no. This is our job. You go enjoy the beach. Nivni, you can catch up as soon as she's finished here. Alright, I'll see you. Yeah. Bye for now. Cove headed down to the beach with more skip in his step than normal. It was really cute. I smiled softly to myself at the thought that I'd be joining him soon. He sure seemed to perk up after you agreed to meet them there. I wonder why that would be. Ma! Now who's giving me a hard time? Lonnie.
Josh.
It's different. Mom's face broke into an incredulous grin. In what way? I'm being more supportive, and he can't hear it. Mom full on laughed that time. You're the worst of us when it comes to this. Honestly, I keep trying to warn people. They won't listen. I only want to help. I think it's fair to say you might need it. Meddler, but you have a point. Right? I narrowed my eyes after teasing, and he simply chuckled, conspiratorially before taking more bags from the trunk and heading inside. Once everything had finally taken in, put away, I got myself ready to meet Cove at the beach. Had a surfboard in my room that I'm gonna take with me. Family has a surfboard around here somewhere. This one. I said the same thing to my parents, and while Mom laughed a little, Mom gave me a smile.
Well,
You just have to go there and see what happens. Cove must have been so excited to invite you that he forgot you don't surf. Ma, I even forgot you surfed. Must be one of those days. Or he's hoping you go watch him, so he can show off. Oh yes, I used to do that. Guys. I know, hon. I expressed the situation firsthand. When I was stuck on the shore too. You noticed that I was doing it. Yes, after the very first time. It's not a subtle move. How embarrassing. I was so impressed.
aww.
Aw, thank you. Wow, Ma.
Hey.
Hey, what are you still doing here? Go on, have your fun. You're only young ones, but don't do anything I wouldn't have. Okay. My parents parting, ready to leave the house and head down to the beach. When I arrived at the shore, I was greeted by the crash of the waves and the soft call of seagulls. I took in a lungful of ocean air and felt my tan skin warm in the sun. I noticed a small setup nearby with a towel, some sunscreen, and a bottle of water. It must be Cove's. I spotted Cove himself nearby, I got to see it. He was just sitting in the sand at the water's edge, his board propped up beside him. I strode up beside him. Hey, I'm here.
Nivni.
I looked up at him with a smile and quickly hopped to his feet.
I was wondering if you were still coming.
I wouldn't have missed it. I wouldn't have missed it. He chuckled shyly at my insistence.
Well, okay.
Then he cast his eyes out towards the waves. What am I supposed to do while you surf?
Oh,
He looked pretty embarrassed to have that laid out so plainly.
don't worry about it. I don't have to go out. I'll stay with you on the shore. Or, if you want, you can use one of my boards. I could teach you.
You know what? I'll do it. Let's give it a shot. Let's surf.
Cool.
It was settled. Cole lifted up the shore and returned with an extra board under his arm in no time at all. I paddled out to the sea to where the good waves were. The water was cool. Against my skin.
It's nice. Not too calm, but nothing crazy. It looks perfect today.
I smiled at him. He smiled at me, and I couldn't help but smile back. I felt totally content. Until Cove kicked the water a little too hard, and hey, and it really splashed me. Oh, sorry. The apology did not come across as especially repentant, as he was practically laughing when he said it. I splashed him back. I laughed but waited for an opportunity for my revenge. The second he looked away, I kicked back, spraying him. Back.
Seriously? Is there any way to treat someone to trying to help you? I came out here to teach you.
And I was just following her example. Cole tried to keep a straight face, but ended up looking away. The water I flicked at him landed in shiny droplets in his hair.
Then here's another lesson.
I soaked him deliberately this time. He's full leg, and an impressive current of water hit me in the face. No! Hey! Unless I bound to scramble to keep hold of the board, I just smashed his feet on, but it was close. Cole winced. Hi, Corsleen. Hi, Denman. It's good to see you guys. Welcome. Hopefully you're having a beautiful and lovely Sunday. I've been daydreaming about this visual novel all day on my lousy day. Yeah, hoping your guys' days are going good. Yeah. And hopefully you enjoy this stream. I lost my balance. I scrambled to get Cove with the board. I just smashed stay on it, but it was close. Cove winced. I decided to try something a bit different. At first, I thought I was just gonna watch Cove surf, but I figured maybe he could just teach me a little bit.
Are you okay? That wasn't what I was trying to do. I'm fine, but we should do the real teaching. Yeah.
I chuckled awkwardly and shook some water he shook water out of his ear. With that, Cove started telling me all the tips and tricks on how to stay on the surfboard. He demonstrated both good and bad posture and explained where I need to put my weight. Like this? Wiggle my body so that I was more in the center of my board. Cove nodded.
Yep, just like that.
A little lesson continued, and things clicked with me quickly. I kind of struggled. I had to go slowly, but I got it. Disastrous. It was disastrous. I could have scarcely stand on the motionless board without falling right back off of it. Cole Cove still supported me, regardless. Occasionally, he'd reach out and touch me more directly, tell me to get positions right. It felt nice. But if I acknowledged I noticed his touch at all, he would instantly pull away. And since I wasn't really truly ready for it, Connor pushed me to start taking on full weights, which meant he didn't either. Instead, he just stuck by my side in calmer seats to assist me with patience. There was no disappointment on his face for how things played out. And even if I hadn't reached the point of doing any real serious surfing yet, it was still a lot of fun. Many laughs were shared between the two of us. What an afternoon. The setting sun was visible on the horizon. Every time I looked away, it had sunk a little lower. The beach was darkening, but still pleasantly warm. I knew I should get out of the water before it was completely dark in the sea. I rode one last wave to get back to the beach. There, I picked up my surfboard and gave a quick once-over. Cove followed behind to the shore. He put his board with his other thing and grabbed his towel to start drying off. As he ruffled his hair with the towel, I watched the sunset together. The colors were beautiful in the distance, and the shadows around deepened. There was no need for words between the two of us, and we enjoyed the sight for a moment. Cove broke the silence.
The waves are good, I think.
Yeah, totally. Perfect for sailing. Yeah, totally. He nodded mildly. I chatted a little more until the conversation truly died out. All was heard the rhythmic sound of the waves. Then, Cove sighed.
The day can't be over. Not yet.
He scowled in the distance, as if the sun exiting the sky was a personal offense.
Don't you think it should be longer?
Yeah, I think it should. Cove stood up straight in defiance of the approaching darkness.
I'm not gonna go home yet. I'm gonna go somewhere. I don't know.
Cove was still dripping in salt water, so I wasn't sure what the alternative was. What's sort of fine for the beach? Much else. Hi, Kenny. Kenny says, "Hello, Nivni. How are you?" I'm doing fine right now. Admittedly, it was a lousy day, but I've been looking forward to do this visual novel. Yeah, while I was at Human Work, I was listening to all the other parts that I did, and now I'm finally like, yeah, I'm in the center of it all. Yeah. Kenny says I'm doing good. That's awesome, Kenny. And how was your meal the other day? And then you get good sleep. Cove was still dripping in salt water. I'm not sure what the alternative was. West was fine for the beach. Not much else. Well, Kenny, hopefully you enjoyed this part 4 of our life. Gosa says, oh, sorry, Gosa. There's no cheese this time. I had to save the cheese for this. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Kenny says, yep, I will. Let's do this. It was a good idea for no lug his surfboard around town either. You know, you'll be real cute in that wetsuit, wherever you go. Coco's face and ears flushed red as he looked down and inspected himself. He crossed his hands over his chest self-consciously. He happens so used to worrying that Cole haven't given his current choice of dress any thought. At least, that's before I pointed it out to him.
Well, you would too, so,
Cole's eyes widened when he processed what he just said, and I awkwardly decided to give up the whole thing. Then he looked down the shore with wide, shining eyes. Costa says no. How can you get cheese slice sent at you? Well, you get, 10 head pats. Yeah? Head pat.
there's at least one place that's always okay to hang out in, no matter what time it is. The park.
I nodded. The park was virtually always empty. Even Elizabeth only went there nowadays. She was looking for you. How many times have changed? She used to be so protective of that place. In fact, the only person there was a chance of running to might be that Jeremy kid. I brought the deal to Cove, and he cringed. But
I'm still going. The sun's still there. Although, seeing as long as it is.
alright. I'll tag along.
Okay, let's go.
Cole took a minute to put his stuff in order. Remember to get it all, though it didn't take much care to shake the sand off. I dealt with my own things. I stuffed everything together quickly. I'm done, Cove. He rolled his eyes with a bent smile at the announcement. As a final touch, Cove plucked his guys off the beach, put them back on his face. He looked more like himself now. He led the way down the beach to the park. It wasn't far, so it didn't take me long at all. The sun still hadn't completely disappeared just yet when I made my arrival. Cove stuck his surfboard upright in the sand and tossed his towel over top. By now, the two of us were mostly dry. The summer breeze on my skin kept me pleasantly warm. Cove idly went over to the monkey bars. He grabbed them, feet flat on the ground, and pretended to go across. I've definitely grown in the past few years. I was still short, enough to use the monkey bars myself. Sometimes, being tiny had its perks. When he got to the bar in the middle, Cole pulled himself up and through. He sat on the top of the bars. His legs dangled off the side of the bar he perched on. I joined him on the monkey bars. I looked above myself to inspect the monkey bars. It might have been short, but that just gave me more experience in climbing things. I leaped and grabbed one of the bars, using momentum to swing myself up. It took a little more scrambling, but I made it to the top. Cole seemed impressed. I sat on the monkey bars like it was a throne. I didn't get to be above everything often.
Guess what?
He smiled broadly and raised an eyebrow.
He's not here.
Right. It was true. There wasn't a single sign of Jeremy. Looks like it was just going to be the two of us tonight. Cove hung his head and groaned dramatically. My eyes widened. He whipped his head back. His head back up.
No way. I can't believe how dumb my parents are for forcing me to come to this stupid place.
Huh? I was taken aback and blinked for a second. Before I realized, oh, he was calling Jeremy. You don't have to tease me. Cole shrugged, feeling unrepentant. Couldn't blink too much, considering how much Jeremy was mean to him. I looked around. The old park. The streets that I knew like the back of my hand. And the beach. Those were my stomping grounds. I wonder how Cove actually felt. How much of this was just a joke? How much of it was a sincere dislike of this place? When we had never been his choice. Do you actually like this neighborhood, Cove?
Do you really have to ask me that, Nivni?
Cove kicked his legs carelessly as they dangled. He smiled softly.
I like it here. I really do. It's a nice place.
I didn't hesitate. There's no uncertainty. When he didn't hesitate, there was no uncertainty. That was his genuine opinion. Well, of course. I'm here after all. Cole flushed and started kicking his legs wildly, like he was running in place. Cole, stop being adorable. It didn't take long for the day to finally draw to a close. The sun was gone, and it was dark. I tried a while longer, but it was definitely winding down. And I chose not to say anything. I sat in the dark, in silence. Cole shifted position so that his back was on the monkey bars. Looked up at the stars. I wonder how comfortable that could be. Look at the moon. It's so clear tonight. I glanced up and saw a great, nebulous moon swelling over the sky. A few clouds covered the sparkling stars above.
Too bad we can't stay here forever.
Cole sighed. It was time to go home. I hopped down from the monkey bars with a thump, and his feet hit the ground. I clambered down the monkey bars myself. I lowered myself more slowly than Cole barely made a sound when my feet reached the ground. Cole grabbed his surfboard and threw his towel around his neck. With his water bottle in hand, he was ready. We both began our trek up the road. It was a quiet night, and I still didn't run into anyone else. It went for like no time at all. I reached my street. As I walked, Cole smiled to himself. It was a soft expression. I couldn't help but wonder what put it there. Is everything okay?
I just remember when we were younger. It used to be such a big deal to come home after dark.
Hi, Jarvar. Blah. Glad to have you here for part 4 of our life beginning and always. How's your Sunday going? Did you eat well? Did you get to relax? Just got off work, school, whatnot? Pull up a chair. Relax, Jarvar. It's good to have you.
I just remember when we were younger, it used to be such a big deal to come home after dark.
I could indeed recall. If I got sandy, my parents would have something to say. If I got wet, my parents would have more to say. And if I came home after dark, well, my mom's and his dad better have it said it was okay beforehand. I used to need permission for everything. That small comment he made exposed just how much freedom we had, really, this summer. Jarvar says I haven't eaten yet. Have to hit the store. Your Sunday going well? Nah, admittedly it was lousy. But, yeah, it's starting to perk up because I'm around you, chirped, and enjoying my favorite vision novel. I hope it's a juicy and fulfilling meal, Jarvar. Cove looked up into the sky, a smile still on his face, as the two of us walked side by side, reminiscing. When I came to the house, we turned to each other.
Thanks for today, Nivni.
Thanks for the awesome day. Cove waved, and both of us turned around to our respective houses. This is a pleasant end to the outing, I thought. Next up, growing. Hopefully it's not growing pains. Early one afternoon, I found myself in the living room with my family. It was not one of those summer days where it felt like it was too hot to go outside, but it was too uncomfortable to do anything else inside either. The air conditioner was cranked up as far as it could negotiate it, but everyone was still being pretty lazy. My mom's sister and I were lounging around while the TV blared on in the background, ignored by all of us. With me specifically, well, I was lying spread eagle on the carpet. I was dying. I stared up at the ceiling, eyes unfocused, mind clear of all thoughts. Elizabeth broke the silence with a loud groan. I glanced over. She was lying on her back over the couch, massaging her calf with one hand. No, I haven't, Ghost Swift. I wasn't aware that you had a song. I'll listen to it later. I feel terrible. I'm dying in this house and my legs hurt. Mom looked up from the magazine she'd barely been flipping through and frowned, concerned. Could you have strained somehow? Elizabeth flailed briefly and flopped on her side with a heavy sigh. I don't know, it just hurts.
Sweetie.
Oh, sweetheart. Mom got up from her seat at the kitchen table and walked over to my sister. She did a little pat on Elizabeth's shoulder, sympathetically. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I mean, it's growing pains. Be tired by next fall. Elizabeth scoffed. She didn't look impressed by Mom's assessment. I'd rather be my height forever than deal with this. Ooh, that's something neat, Ghost Swift. Taking a trip to the beach. You can make like sandcastles. Or sanding kisunas. Make sure you wear lots of sunscreen. Mom walked over too, leaning against the back of the couch. Kids, they grow up so fast. Soon Elizabeth will have a home of her own, maybe with a nice husband and some kids, if she feels like it. She sniffed loudly and wiped at her eye, but I could tell that was just a bit. I tilted my head, even though I knew Elizabeth liked guys. It was hard to imagine her with a boyfriend or a husband. She only seemed invested in hanging out with her group of friends, not chasing after boys. Mom must agree with me. She shook her head.
Now.
Let's not exaggerate. She's still practically a child. But if you do pursue romance, Elizabeth, come talk to me about it. Definitely. Always willing to lend a hand. Elizabeth's features contorted in disgust. No way! I'm not talking to my moms about that! Mom's jaw dropped and she gasped in an exaggerated display of shock. Her hand came up to rest against her chest. Hi, Avery. Avery says hi. Hakon? Is that bacon or something? Mom only grinned. She didn't look offended by Elizabeth's quick response at all. It wouldn't be so bad to come to us. I know what it's like to have a crush on a pretty boy. Or two. I don't know, but I can listen anyway. Mom started at her own joke. Mom burst into giggles. They were having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. Elizabeth certainly wasn't feeling the amusement. She rolled her eyes and sat up. A music video. I'll see about that then. I'll check my Steam.
Thanks.
I'm going back to my room. I'd rather not alone. Thanks. She strode off towards the staircase, taking step two at a time. My mom stared after her and turned to each other with raised eyebrows. Whoops, looks like we scared off with all that romantic talk.
Well,
Oh well, we'll get her next time. I watched them chitter with some surprise. Obviously my mom's liked women, but I had no idea that mom liked guys too. It was the first time I ever heard her say something like that. Ma, I always thought you liked ladies. You like guys too? Mom turned to me, happy to bring me into things now that I've spoken up. She smiled and nodded. That's right. I like both. But I like your mom most out of everyone. She's special. Mom's smile turned all soft in the corners. Like it usually does when she looked at her. She pinched Mom's cheek lightly. Only you two lovebirds. Mom reached up to cup a hand over Mom's. Even when Mom started pulling her cheek, their hands remained clasped together.
you're fantastic.
Thanks, Lonnie. I think most women have a charm, but no one can hold a candle to you.
Aww.
Aw, Pamela. Mom beamed, then kissed Mom on the cheek she'd been pinching before. I cringed. Parents were embarrassing. I thought the moment was sweet. Actually, I thought the moment was sweet. I smiled to myself at the sight. How often my moms expressed her feelings for each other. It was actually nice to witness it. Mom looked back to me, letting Mom's hand go with a brief squeeze. She settled down next to me, and Mom followed soon after. You know, I'm also here to listen to you whenever you're ready. Offers isn't just for Elizabeth. In fact, I think that talk might be needed sooner for you. After all, you already have someone. Isn't that right? Mom shook her head and elbowed Mom, but it was futile. Meddler. Yeah, that's true. Mom giggled and smiled, no doubt pleased that I admitted it so readily. There's no rush, of course. You take all the time you need to figure out who or what you want.
It's okay.
Don't think you have to stick with whatever you come up with right now, either. Life's nice like that. You can change and you can learn. Mom nodded in agreement. The two of you are happy to hear you out. When two of us are happy to hear you out, we'll be able to relate better than you think. So, we won't push the topic. At least, most of the time. She gave Mom the weakest scathing looking look possible, while being unable to stop grinning. Thanks. I'll think about it.
Wonderful.
Good. That's all we ask for. Mom let out an exaggerated sniffle. It didn't take genius to realize that was fake. First, Elizabeth. Now you, Nivni. Do you have to grow up? Yes. Children tend to do that from time to time. My parents quickly grew absorbed into the conversation about rearing kids. I took that as a cue to leave, being up so I could spend some time alone in my room too. They let me go without problem. So I made my way up the stairs. I let out a sigh and I stepped into my room. It was just as sweltering here than it was in the living room, possibly even a little bit warmer. I couldn't open my windows, it was just hot outside, and I just let the AC out. I dragged my feet as I crossed the room. I checked my current sweltering condition in the mirror as I passed by it. I thought back to the conversation I had downstairs about growing up and all that. After a moment, I stepped back closer to the mirror. I stared into it, then turned away from the surface to look down at myself. I was definitely growing alright. It was a weird thing about how we're now in comparison to what I've been when I was younger. I remember like yesterday when I was just like teeny tiny little chibi and little wings. Ghosty says both moms should get a room if they're going to be that romantic. They're not being explicit or anything, Ghost Wolf. They're just being lovey-dovey. When it came to my body, it was getting some muscle definitionalities. Chubby, slender, was heavy-set, sort of scrawny. It was slender. I should just decide. My head's still facing forward and continuing the self-evaluation from this viewpoint. Birth, I was assigned as female. My chest was flat, starting to develop breasts, little brow boobs. Gray had noticeable boobs. There was no mistaking it, even with my shirt helping to obscure the form. I have boobs now. And it is awesome. I took a step backwards, finished my impromptu inspection. I locked eyes with the reflection, cocking my head to the side. All things considered, and I thought I looked fantastic. More self-conscious, so I looked different than I did. And I didn't look too bad. A slight smile tugged at my mouth. Sure, yeah, I wouldn't be a model or anything, but that wasn't half bad. I shook my head roughly, and thoughts of what were turning out of my head. This wasn't the time to focus on such things. I had to find something during this heat. I shuffled over to my bed, collapsing on the mattress. My brows scrunched up in thought. Time passed slowly, and to my annoyance, possible ideas about what to do were few and far between. I wasn't sure how long it had been. Eventually, I heard my mom call me from downstairs. Nivni, there's a call for you. Cove wants to come over. Is that right? I perked up at the words, sitting up in bed. I yoked back at her immediately. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and my cinnamon. Got to my feet and headed downstairs, eager to see my friend. I needed to go downstairs soon anyway. Thus, my empty stomach told me it was almost time for lunch. Just as I reached the bottom of the stairs, I saw Mom put the phone back on the receiver. She glanced at Ma and her hip against the kitchen counter. What a pickle. Well, here comes trouble. We better prepare ourselves. Ma clicked her tongue in clear disapproval of Mom's words. He's such a good boy. Cove never wants to cause trouble. Just be a bit thoughtless and impulsive. Oh, I know, he's very sweet, but that's what makes it more of a problem. If a stranger or some kind of kid from school was egging me on to behave badly, I think we can both agree that he should do the right thing in the end. You know, I'm in the same room with you guys. You not talk like I'm not here. But if Code Holden got into a reckless mood and wanted him to be a part of the ride, be certain of what call she make then. Yes, we can, Pamela. Nivni would do whatever Cove wanted. Lonnie? My mom giggled at Mom's reaction. You worry too much about those two together. Look, all I'm saying is I haven't forgotten that time when they were kids and they tried to run away together.
there was that time they snuck out in the middle of the night. Cove was supposed to sleep over. Mom just laughed, and she turned away. As she turned away, still snoring. Her eyes met mine. She blinked in surprise.
Oh, okay. Guys didn't notice I was here. Guess you don't notice the pink vampire finch. Then waved at me with an easy grin.
Mom looked over, noticing me at the foot of the stairs as well.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't expect you down here already, Nivni. I just wanted to let you know what was happening.
Well, if I had to come now, then I wouldn't have everything said.
Pam.
Ooh, you got caught, Pam.
What?
What? You were saying those things. I didn't say anything I wouldn't have told Nivni directly.
I guess I get from Mom's side.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
I shook my head at my parents, and it was like, what a blush when I just remember what they've been discussing.
Alright, you got me. I'm sorry for being gossipy and saying that about your friend. I can be bad, too.
Let's go.
Get out of your way now. Mom sighed in mock defeat and made her way down the hall. Mom followed after her with a hushed giggle.
Now, I was alone in the living room, just waiting for Cove. And that was just fine with me.
If it hadn't been so hot outside, I would have visited his house a long time ago. I took a seat at the kitchen counter and settled in for the wait. As expected, there was a knock on the door a few minutes later.
When I got up and answered,
My neighbor was standing on the other side. Came in once, I stepped aside to let him pass, giving a little wave.
I greeted him as I typically did. With a hug.
He stepped in my arms and relaxed seconds after. Well, they can be used to all the hugs after all these years. Hey. His voice cracked as he struggled to say something. I didn't feel worried about that. It's how I usually reacted when we were like so close by. Cole sighed and wiped at his face a bit. I know the sheen of sweat across his brow. He must be glad to be back in an air-conditioned place, even if he only had to walk across the street to get there. Is something going on? Why'd you want to come over? I don't want to do anything. No one's like this. He gestured vaguely to the humid air hanging around. I thought I could at least do nothing with you.
You know, I was thinking the exact same thing. I grinned, and he smiled back. That's all there is to it. Both of us are on the same page. Have you had lunch yet?
I was gonna do it soon.
He shook his head.
Not really.
I haven't really felt like eating because of the heat. Probably should have lunch. I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Great. We have lunch together. Cove nodded, content with my suggestion.
Okay, cool.
As one, we both headed to the kitchen. I crossed my arms as I glanced around, wondering what to scrounge for a meal.
I don't want anything that's warmed up. Just something cold or not cooked.
Yeah. After a bit of back and forth, Jones concluded that we should raid the fridge and cabinet in order to make sandwiches. That settled, I planned to decide on the outside layers first. There was a wide variety to choose from, as everyone in the house had their own favorites. There was white bread, wheat bread, sourdough, mixed grains, gluten-free bread, and pita pockets.
Could you take the grain one for me?
Sure. I reached for the mixed grains. Then, I made my decision. Gluten-free bread. I pulled out the gluten-free bread too, setting both items onto the counter. Then I had to decide what the main direction the sandwich would go in. I wanted to make a sweeter style of sandwich. Something sweet and perfect in the sweltering heat. As for the specific ingredients, strawberry jam, peanut butter, banana slices, maybe some honey. Now that's it. Of course, this is peanut butter and jelly. I put peanut butter and jelly. With some bananas in it. I remember from that old sitcom where someone thought Elvis Presley was alive. He said, look, I have proof. I can lure Elvis Presley out. Peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Elvis Presley loved peanut butter and banana sandwiches. He liked 20 a day. And then his friend says, do you really think he's still alive after all that? He need 20 peanut butter, jelly, and banana sandwiches. I nodded to myself with a quiet hum, satisfied. Two of us bustled around the kitchen, opening and closing things in order to collect everything I needed for individual sandwiches. I focused intently on assembling my own, most part. When I was close to being done, though, I glanced over at my neighbor. Cove was putting his sandwich together delicately, his brow furrowed, and tongue sticking out just barely. Cove, I have to be so adorable. There were open jars of peanut butter and honey near his plate, as well as a banana peel. Great minds think alike. I was always gonna go with honey, but I'm content with just peanut butter, jelly, and banana. So he was making a peanut butter, banana, and honey sandwich on mixed grain bread. That sounded great. Maybe I have one myself for a different time. Curiosity satiated, I turned back to my plate and finished my own creation. By the time we were done, Cove had already cleaned up his workstation. I turned to face him, studying my sandwich briefly. A small smile tugged the corners of his mouth. I guess it didn't look edible to him, at least. Done? Yeah. Cool. He waited as I cooked the returned ingredients and cleaned a few utensils. Then, two of us collected our respective plates. Both of us agreed on heading upstairs to hang out in my room. Yeah, it's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Cove and I entered our bedroom, and my bedroom, not our bedroom. My bedroom, while balancing food on the plates. Nothing fell, so it was a successful trip. Cove took a seat on the ground, stretching out on the hardwood, in an attempt to keep a bit cooler. He immediately took a big bite out of his sandwich, chewed, and then hummed happily. The sandwich is really good. At least that's something. At this point, I sat down and started my own sandwich. I nodded. We were both enjoying this. Obviously, I was a pro at making sandwiches. He leaned back on his hand while chewing and glancing around. His every movement was sluggish. You want to do something? It seemed the plan of not doing anything at all. I already warned then, despite his lack of enthusiasm. Yeah. He rolled his head back up, looking up at the ceiling. What about Hangman? Alright, I think it's a nice idea. Put my plate to the side, pull out some markers and scrap paper. Well, I don't have like a video game console or something. As I laid everything on the floor, I scooted back to make more room in front of me. Cove picked up one of the markers with his right hand, giving half slice of sandwich in his left.
That's,
Can I pick the phrase?
Go ahead. I don't mind. He smiled briefly before he bent over the paper and began sketching the hangman frame. Then he stopped, pursing his lips in thought. He tapped the end of his marker against his cheek. I watched him silently as Cove looked down at the paper, up at my face, then off to the side in a loop. His marker kept tapping his cheek the entire time. I raised my eyebrow. He suggested the game and wanted to pick the phrase, but it didn't look like he didn't actually have anything in mind for it. Finally, he put empty lines on the paper to signify the spots for letters.
Alright, you can start guessing.
I peered over. The secret phrase consisted of 3 words. The first 2 had 3 letters, and the last one had 4. I thought hard about what my first guess would be. How about S?
No? Sorry. We'll start adding the little person.
After the first round, I was like, I was about to take another bite of my sandwich when a thought occurred to me. I wonder if anyone turned off the TV downstairs. The TV, it was on earlier, but no one was really watching. Then everyone started leaving the living room. I know I didn't turn it off. It might be still on downstairs. No one there. Cole smiled crookedly at that.
Poor show. Playing with no one around to enjoy.
What was it? I squinted off in the middle distance, trying to recall the show's name. I feel like it was some kind of crime-solving drama. Cove nodded sleepily, his eyes closed, open again, with some effort.
Can you give any specifics? Maybe I can guess it.
Well, I rested my chin on my open palm, groggily thinking as hard as I could. I remember there was a woman with the long, blonde hair. I think she's the one solving crimes, like as a detective or something. There were scenes in the police station, because someone got arrested. I lapsed into silence, the both of us thoughtful. Then Cole chuckled. It wasn't that funny, but I joined in the laughter anyway.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither, and I just saw it. What could it be? Try A. A is basic.
You got 1.
Maybe it's an N. Like, it could be like someone's name, and then and. Or an action, then and. Like verb, then and. Another round came and went, and Cove grumbled as he readjusted himself. His features were twisted in a grimace.
I feel so sticky. I'm gonna be stuck to this floor forever now.
I'll have to charge you rent then. No way, I'll pay you off if I have to. Dare I go with this one? Looks like we'll both be stuck here forever then. I'm sticky too.
You're right.
Looks like we'll both be stuck here forever. I'm sticky too.
Even when we're old and gray, still be right there.
Yeah, we had to accept our fate. I giggle under my breath. It's such a bizarre scenario. Cole cracked a smile as well. Then I returned to the game. Alright, trying N.
That's a point for me.
No! Cole spoke up once more, catching my attention. He was peering down at the piece of paper between me, and his expression thoughtful.
You know, Hangman is kind of creepy game. Why do people come up with it? Why do they play it?
It's a really old game. No one really knows where it came from.
Really? Nobody knows.
Not for sure. Cole sounded impressed that I knew that piece of trivia. I sat up straighter under the weight of his stare. Alright, try S. How about D?
Nope, not that either. Gotta add another arm now.
Oh, come on, give me a hint or something. By this point, Cole had finished his sandwich. Mine was almost gone too. But I was getting thirsty. I brought it up to my neighbor. Should we go downstairs to get some drinks?
I was thinking that too. But I don't really want to get up.
Hi, Robot. Robot says you're an adorable bundle of joy. Nah, thanks, Robot. Papa. Bah. Hopefully your Sunday is going well, Robot. Me neither.
Look down over at him, narrowing my eyes with a false suspicion.
Hey, what happened to you about not being able to get up again? Because you were stuck to the floor?
That's still true. I mean, we're not actually going, are we? I only thought about it.
I rolled my eyes and dropped the issue. Defeated. Cove grinned a little at my disappointment over his victory. Stop with that adorable smile of his. It's like he's a chipmunk. Avery says patanini. Thanks, Avery. Pat pat. Alright, I already tried S. Try N. How about P?
Ooh, I might win this one.
No! It's getting closer. Think what could be? Maybe R. Try R. I-R baboon.
Good guess.
There has to be E in there then. It has to be an E. Well. Hi there, Christopher Lloyd. It's a return of Christopher Lloyd. It's good to see you. Are you having a happy Sunday? Welcome. Right now, I'm just playing. Apparently, we're playing because like it's a hot and sticky day in Sunset Bird. So just me and Cole were hanging out in my bedroom, and we decided to just like shoot the breeze with Hangman. And I'm getting my ass kicked here. I'm thinking the next letters could be E. Try E. Yes. I'm thinking the Y. Y. Cole says, yep.
That's right.
So I'm gonna try Y.
That's another one.
Alright, try O then.
You're really close.
I only have like 2 chances because of those legs. Christopher Lloyd says, let's see if the first sentence is like U and R. It definitely has to be a U. Cove says, yeah. You are. Wait, so the over here, right next to me, is a U. U-E. You are. Wait, hold on. Let me figure this out. You are. I got 2 chances left. You are. What's in blue? You are blue. That doesn't make sense. Why would you put? No, it can't be. No, that's stupid because there's a big L before that. B-L-U-E. My bad. Alright, U-E. Think. Come on, me. Hold on, I need my nifty hat. Come on, nifty hat. Tell me what brainstorming. You are 4-letter word with a U and an E. U-E. I-O-U. I tried A. I tried S. I tried N. You are. Oh, I think I know what it's. I think, yeah, cute. I think it's cute. Let me try.
You're definitely gonna get it.
It has to be cute. Cute.
You are cute.
Yes! Yeah! I got it! And 2 legs have gone running off in the distance. Gosa says, try cute. Christopher says, yeah, cute. That's right. Well, look, how was I supposed to know he was gonna put cute? I mean, he's been shy up to this point. He's actually saying, I'm cute. Christopher says, I was at loading. Dang. That was the phrase that Cove had spent so long selling on. I stared at it. A few correct letters in, I had a feeling I knew what the phrase was. Still, I felt butterflies in my stomach. I seeing it, clear as day, on the paper. I took in the words for a moment longer. Then I looked up at Cove. He had trouble meeting my shock gaze. A smile settling awkwardly on his lips. The next words left him in a mumble.
I mean...
It was all I could think of at the time.
At the time? Are you sure it's not something you've been thinking all the time? I covered my face bashfully. I have to be honest with my feelings. I wrapped my arms around him. It was instinct. I leaned over and wrapped my arms around him in a hug. Damn, Cove! Just a small squeak. Christian says, by the way, my brother and I are at my cousin's house because they wanted to play. I was watching them on your stream. So my grandma's friend got an accident, a mini cub accident, and mom at the hospital. A mini cub accident? Mini cub? What's that? Ghost says, Nini, I'm playing Pokemon Fire Red on my Switch right now. Are you kicking ass there, Ghostwolf? Yeah, well, that is mini Cove accident. Sorry, I'm not sure I've heard that before. Hopefully everything's alright. Nothing too serious. I don't want him to think like I don't feel anything. But then like the other responses feel like he might take it like I'm trying to like, you know, I'm trying to like just joke it away. No, you're cute. No, you're cute. Cove smiled a bit more, clearly still awkward about the move he pulled. He turned away from me. His cheeks turned to pink. A moment passed between two of us. Now would be the perfect time to change the subject. But I didn't. He didn't either. Things started to feel a bit more personal. All of a sudden, I looked at Cove's ocean eyes. I saw myself staring back. These two, I will go with one of these two. Not this one. This makes it sound like there's doubt, or I couldn't believe it. Christopher says, anyways, your hairstyle suits you. Kinda look cute, to honest. Ah, thanks, Christopher. Pat pat. I'm gonna go with, I really think you're cute. Seriously. Cove's features softened at my words, but he remained serious. Thanks. I meant it too. Finally, he broke the eye contact. I heard at some point you're supposed to start liking types of people. Guys, girls, or whoever. I haven't really noticed that yet. Nothing's changed. Not in a big way. Not for everybody. Maybe I have to grow up more. But at least with... I waited, but he trailed off. He wasn't gonna keep talking. I frowned, a little disappointed. I wish I could continue with what he was saying. I shook off the strangeness of the situation and tried to be supportive. Maybe you just don't like anybody. Or maybe you like all types of people. That's normal too. I mean, hey, I can acknowledge that we've been friends for a very long time. And maybe we might end up developing feelings. That doesn't mean, you know, you have to pursue us. Just everything's beyond us. That's what you really want. Cove seemed to appreciate the thought. The smile that appeared on his lips was any indication. But the expression was quick to disappear. Hey, I pretty much reiterated what my moms were saying earlier. He peered over at me, looking nervous. Okay, what about you? What kind of guy or person do you like? He winced and seemed to be mentally kicking himself for saying it like that. I considered his question carefully. Did I know who or what? Like I liked. There was only one person I would have an attraction to. There was only one person I ever had romantic feelings for. But specifically, when it came to how I felt towards boys, I found them attractive. I thought I'd be happy with a guy someday. And how I felt towards girls. I found them attractive too. I'd be happy with a girl someday. People who aren't exclusively male or female. Yeah, I could be happy with those too. I returned my attention to Cove, waiting patiently for my response. Since he was being honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with you, Cove. He listened intently, taking every word as I tried to convey how I felt. He definitely perked up a bit when I mentioned having some interest in romantic relationships. Then, he scratched the back of his head, sheepish.
I'm not really sure how we end up talking about all this. I started playing Hangman.
Well, it's because you, yeah. You said I was cute.
But it was good, I think.
I think so too. Cole chuckled a little bashfully. He glanced around, clearly scrambling for something else to say. His smile again. It makes me all like weak in the knees.
So, have you done anything new lately?
Yeah, actually, I'm really glad you brought it up. The conversation took a large turn after that, and I felt like I got closer that afternoon. Finally, the blazing sun began to set. To my relief, the air cooled a bit as a result. Christopher says, Nivni, do you read a manga app? I don't have like an app specific for that, but if it was like a manga available, like online or something, then sometimes I might read it. Yeah, I don't have like one dedicated for manga. I pulled myself off the floor, as a Cove, that's a minor complaint. I both stretched my arms, stretch, I'm stretching, groaning, and yawned into my hands. Glanced out the window briefly, taking the soft reds, pinks, and purples of the late afternoon sky. Somehow, I made it through the scorching hot day in one piece. I've hit it all in one piece. Cole turned towards me, marched towards my window with his chin.
Wanna go outside? Might be better out there than it is in here now.
Sounds good. Release some fresh air. Two of us took our time heading downstairs. I briefly stopped to grab a drink of water and continued on my way. I'm Nifty Girl. I stepped outside, one after another, my destination being the familiar hills behind my house. This time of the day, it's quiet outside. Flowers blew gently in the wind, petals trembling, but steadily hanging in there. I felt the breeze cool my heated skin and relaxed my shoulders. Cove closed his eyes, releasing a deep breath.
I really love it out here.
I do too. Cole, and that smile. Cole smiled. Tendrils of his hair danced in the wind. A beat passed, but his gaze didn't stray from my own. His voice was impossibly soft, and he spoke up again.
I'm glad I met you, Nivni. You're really important to me, you know?
Hey, I feel the same. My voice came out equally delicate, the way his features brightened, though I knew he heard me. Then Cove reached over and held my hand without another word. Avery says cute, Nivni. Thanks, Avery. Even as the sun disappeared completely and the sky darkened, Cove and I remained side by side for as long as I possibly could. Next up, family. Oh, Hannah. The sun warmed my skin from its place in the sky, and I closed my eyes, enjoying the mix of the heat with a pleasant breeze that drifted past me. Leah and I had spread a blanket on top of one of the hills behind my house and been relaxing there for a while now. Oh, I think Lee's my cousin. Leah had come over earlier in the day. While a range of activities had been discussed, from staying home to heading down to the beach, picnic on the hill, having a choice we both settled on. A small spread was laid out in front of me, some bottled water, some soft drinks, as well as chips and sliced fruit. I sat up and reached for a snack, listening to Lee talk about the musical she had gone to see a few days ago. It was unbelievable. There was singing, dancing, and crazy stunts, and it was all done live in front of my face. I mean, one day we can go together. I gotta see more shows like that. I smiled at Lee's enthusiasm, knowing how much she enjoys singing and performing. And she was good at it too. I'd gotten chances to hear her sing a couple of tunes, and I knew she put a lot of effort into it. I also like to sing, but I wasn't very good. That didn't stop me from doing it though. I wonder if maybe we could put on our own show. Think how fun it'd be. We could perform at our parents, ask our friends and other people to come by and watch too. It'd totally work. That's not a good idea. It'd be no fun for me, and I couldn't imagine wanting anyone to watch a show that a couple teens had randomly come up with.
Are you sure?
Are you really super sure? There's so many skills you can show off to the masses. I really don't want to. Sorry. Cousin seemed a little disappointed. She nodded and respected my wishes all the same. Two of us laid on the blanket and lazed in the sun, trying to just back and forth of what could fill time with. Beaches nearby, find go swimming, or collect shells, or find something to go back at home after all. In the end, nothing was tempting enough to move from my current position, so I could take a chat with Lee, nibbling on my snacks while the sun traveled in the sky overhead.
Alright.
So, how are your neighbors doing? We haven't spoken about them lately. I knew Lee wasn't talking about the neighbors generally. Or down the streets. She wanted to hear about the Holdens, across the road. It was no secret that she liked to keep up to date on what was happening with them. Or, more specifically, Cove. There weren't many other people my age around to talk about. They're okay. Just okay. Come on. I'm sure there's more than that. Has he been in movies recently? I couldn't stop the blush that curled over my cheeks at her nudging, and she let a light laugh. Lee loved to chat about others' relationships and always asked for the details of people I both knew. That we both knew. Hey, do you want to see if Cove could join the picnic? I just like it, was just us sometimes. We lit up, her smile spreading across her face. Yeah, we're the best. The sun slowly began to set, the sky turning a rosy pink and the warm orange. It's too bad Derek isn't in the neighborhood today. I like him. Yeah, he's a good person. It's kind of boring. I don't really like him. Nah, he's okay. Okay is better than nothing. But speaking of boys we like, what's the relationship status between you and Cove? Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Aw, I'm so happy for you. But, like, really, you're talking about how you have a crush on him anytime soon or what? I'm pretty sure he already knows. Pretty sure isn't sure. She should declare to him. I'm also the incoherent. And she gave a pointed look. I know that he has a crush on you too. It's obvious for him. It's obvious for you. Why not just do it? I didn't say anything about the possibilities instead. Two of us talked a little more about Cove, amongst other topics. I found that it was nice having someone to speak about these things. Finally, I decided to pack everything up and back home for the evening. What's happening? Upon walking through the front door, I was met by my mom's and Elizabeth hovering around each other in the living room. Oh, nothing bad happened. Hi, Moss. Moss is good luck, Princess Adair. Getting to me. My chat's not auto-scrolling. But thanks, Moss. And head that. Hopefully you're having a lovely Sunday today. Just unwinding with our live fiction novel. Hope you enjoy it, Moss. Tension hung thick in the air as the three of them turned to me and Lee, frowning slightly. I had interrupted something. Exactly what? I wasn't sure. Wow, who died? What's going on? My moms looked at each other, wondering which of them was going to speak first. Eventually, Mom cleared her throat and spoke.
Oh,
We're just having a talk with your sister. The room fell quiet again, with no one quite knowing what to say. I felt incredibly awkward, but the silence didn't last long. You don't have to just stop just because the two are here. For some reason, you try to keep it a secret. Elizabeth was mad, with her arms folded defensively around her chest. But my mom's not in agreement with her. Elizabeth was just asking about her parents. Her biological ones. The world spun around. Spun at the news. I couldn't understand. Why was this happening now? When I glanced at Lee, she shoved her feet uncomfortably, as though she didn't know she should be there, or not anymore. I didn't know either. My mom's had always been open and honest about the fact that neither of us had given birth to or me or my sister. But the details hadn't been fully explained before. It made sense that Elizabeth didn't know a lot about her biological parents and wanted to know more. I just hadn't ever thought I accidentally stumbled to it. Elizabeth looked at my parents expectantly. She wasn't going to let the unintentional interruption derail things. We don't want to keep that information from you either. It's your right to know your past. We did want to wait until you ask us to hear yourselves. Well, it's happening now, so... My mom shared a nervous glance. Ma took in a quick breath before speaking again.
I adopted you from the Philippines when you were just a baby. Elizabeth dropped her arms, her eyebrows shooting upwards in surprise. Wait, I wasn't born here? No, you weren't. I could clearly see that my sister was appalled by this information. I even struggled more with what to do now, or how to react. If I had to pass some tests or even to be a citizen. No, you were adopted into the country. We took care of things. You're already a citizen. You have nothing to worry about. I followed all the laws when it came to bringing a child into the US. Nothing be held against you. Elizabeth sighed, placated with the information, but still far from happy. Who are my parents? As people. Why did they put me up for adoption in the first place? I think I have the answer to that. You see, I took a time machine, and I went back into the 1800s, where I had to assassinate Michi. Ma softly put her hands over Elizabeth's shoulder, trying to provide some support before she gave her answer.
I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry, sweetie. Your parents were reported to have died. They didn't go into details on the specifics of how, but you were an orphan. I wish we had better news for you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth was torn between emotions, her eyes filled with tears, as she threw her hands in the air, selling unenraged. Great, so I can never meet them, even if I wanted to. Not that I could have done anyway, since they lived in another part of the world where they're still alive. Elizabeth turned her back on me and my mom's and stormed off, springing up the stairs into a room before anyone else could stop her. I have to go talk to her. Ma immediately started to follow her. Mom gently held her arm and shook her head. We should give her a little space to process it all. My mom held her head low, but she stopped walking. With Elizabeth now gone, the two of them seemed to remember me and Lee were still standing awkwardly off to the side. I'm sorry I had to see all that. It's not how I expected it would have happened when the time came. But since the topic of the day, Nivni, is there anything you'd like to ask? You deserve to know, after all. Lee patted my back and gave a supportive look. Was my mom and pa a chicken? Am I a chicken? I want to know. Well, this is awkward already. Might as well ask. I want to know. My parents both nodded in sync to my reply, ready to talk. I can leave if you want to have things be private. Thanks. Lee smiled in understanding for heading down the hall, going to wait in another room until it was over. I turned to face my parents again, hearing myself for what they were about to tell me. Mom was the first to speak, her voice quivering with emotion. You were adopted as a baby, but 2 years after Elizabeth, we was a different organization at that time. You were adopted within the US. We're sorry to tell you, Nivni. Your parents also passed away, and no other family member took you in, if there were any. That's why we wanted to wait until you asked. Don't want to suddenly drop that in your lap. We want you to be prepared.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry, Nivni. Hey, thanks for telling me. I did want to know. Now I do. As far as I'm concerned, you're my mom's. Thank you for listening, Nivni. If there's anything you want to know, all you have to do is ask. We'll do our best to answer any question you have.
Are you okay?
How are you feeling now? Are you gonna be okay? I feel fine. I spoke with a fresh tone as though I had a load off. My mom smiled sadly, but I knew they believed me. No one seemed to have any words after that. I think Haruka used some long time after having to process all that. And truthfully, I miss Cove. More than anything, in that moment, I wanted to see Cove. No one could be there for me the way he could. I'm gonna go outside, just for a little while. I'll be back before it's late. Mom's not in understanding, trusting that I'll make the best call for myself. Can you tell Leah I'm gonna go on my own for a little while?
Sure thing.
Sure thing. Take all the time you need. We'll keep her company. Once outside, I started across the street purposely. Cove's house set in my sights. Damn, that was some heavy shit. After I raised a hand to knock on the door, it only took a few moments for Mr. Ho to answer it, giving a broad smile. Hey Nivni, looking for coal? I bet. Yeah, that's right. Cliff turned and whistled down the hall in the direction of Cove's room. Hey sport, you have a guest. After calling his son, he turned back to me and dipped his head.
No worries.
We'll be here in any second. As promised, it didn't take long before footsteps echoed down the hall, and Cove's head of green appeared before me. He looked past his dad to see me standing there, and smiled, pleased at my visit. Hey, Nivni. Hi, Cove. Can we hang out now? He gave me a placid smile, one I was all too familiar with. Sure. You kids take care, right? I'll be around if you need anything. Mr. Holden shuffled back to the house and closed the front door, giving me some privacy. Cove tilted his head at me, his bangs falling into his face as he did so.
So,
What's up? There's a lot going on. Cove looked at me in confusion, his eyebrows dipping. What is it? My parents, from before my mom's, died when I was a baby. Mom didn't say how. Maybe they don't know. But there wasn't any other family I could live with, so that's why I got adopted. Without having to say anything else, Cove reached out and pulled me into a tight embrace, his familiar warmth enveloping me. I'm sorry, Nivni. His words were whispered carefully into my shoulder. Hey, I'm okay. I'm glad you were. Still, he didn't let go. Can I talk somewhere else? I felt uncomfortable huddling around the entrance of Cove's house. That feeling didn't seem to have a problem. Didn't seem to be a problem though. Yeah. Cove took me by the arm and encouraged me along behind him. I followed without protest. head towards the hills, where Lee and I had spent the majority of our day. Things seem so different now. Only a couple hours ago. I wonder how everything had changed so drastically. I took a seat in the grass beside Cove, bent his legs, rested his arms on them before he turned to me again. Can you explain everything to me? I nodded softly, before taking in a heavy breath and launching into the story. Cove sat quietly and listened intently, nodding every now and then, or taking in a sharp inhale. It took a long time for me to relay the details. Dozens of stars were pinpoint in the sky as the night wore on. Silence settled between me and Cove. Sat quietly for a moment, contemplating everything I just said. When he finally spoke, his voice was quiet, drifting through the night towards me. Nivni,
I'm so sorry.
I'm really sorry what happened to your parents. So sorry. He stopped suddenly and took in a deep, shaky breath and got the impression that he was struggling with what was right to say. I shrugged my shoulders, not knowing how to feel. Everything's so overwhelming. It was difficult to get a good grasp. Nivni, you're not doing anything wrong. You know that, right? I think that you could be as sad as you want, or as long as you need. You feel okay about it, whenever you want to. He sighed and ran a hand through his hair as he looked over at the ocean.
It's okay.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, whatever you feel about it is how you feel about it. Do you want the first show to be different? Thank you, Cove. His words had made me feel better. And I knew it was true. I didn't have to apologize or make any excuses for the way I felt about it. Cove smiled a little, and I could tell he was trying to be comforting. Your moms definitely don't. It doesn't matter if you're not blood related. You're definitely family. I can see that. And I hope you too. I felt the reassurance in his eyes. I stayed up on the hill to get her a little longer, looking over the ocean, and the stars that shone brightly above it. After talking about the situation with someone who wasn't directly part of it, I started to see things in a different light. Above all, I was glad to have Cove's support, and to know I can count on him if I needed it. Hey. The sudden voice of my sister behind me made me jump. I saw her standing a little way away. She walked closer, and I didn't quite know what to do, what she was planning on saying.
So?
Would you mind going? I just wanted to talk to Nivni. Come back. It's not gonna be forever or anything. Cole seemed to be equal parts concerned and skeptical. Now it wasn't a concept that thrilled him. Nodded my head in agreement. If she wanted to talk in private, it was always about something important. I waited until the two of us were alone before fixing her an inquisitive look. Elizabeth folded her arms, looking me over. Did moms tell you about your parents too? My birth parents also died. Elizabeth broke eye contact after that.
Sorry.
Why'd you want to talk to me? Elizabeth raised an eyebrow at that question, as though the answer should be obvious. I was worried about you. I was the one who brought it up, but I made a big deal with whatever was left when I was gone. She sighed, glancing upwards for a moment, for settling on me once more. I wanted to ask you what happened without everyone breathing down our necks.
Hey, thank you for thinking about me. She stuck her nose up a little at that. Her smile was soft. I'm okay, Elizabeth. It didn't upset me. How are you allowed to be that mature? The lightning spirits in here were quickly gone. She slipped back into a scowl. You have to be born in the US to become president. What? I never heard of that dream of hers before. She noticed my bafflement and continued. I get I was never gonna be president, but it just feels weird having stuff taken away, having a chance at it. I don't like having to know that when I was born, I was gonna have a completely different life. It's different. I can't even think about what it looked like in my head. I could have spoken another language, to wait for everything I ever seen here. I had someone else as my sibling. Then my parents died, and I was adopted. And the life I got became a totally new thing forever. I can't go back to what it was, even if I wanted to. A heaviness settled between me and the person who became my sister. I can sympathize with that. Because then I wouldn't have met you, even with my sister, wouldn't have my moms, or Mr. Holden, or the two neighbors, or Sunset Bird, or Cove. I can't stop wondering what my life would have been like if I wasn't adopted. There's so many things that could have been different. Elizabeth watched me seriously. She's trying to make sense of this, of me and herself. I don't know why today was the day. Nothing came up asking me the question. It's just something I had in my head for a while. It was just me in the mom's living room. I said finally. And there you go. She shifted from one foot to the other, relaxing her stance just a bit. She also spoke more gently. Learning about them and what happened doesn't change how I feel about our family, Nivni. She smirked, fixing me with sharp eyes. I figured already a long time ago that moms were our biological parents. That wasn't news. It doesn't really change anything. Yes. Nothing about the family I was first born in made me decide that this wasn't my family anymore. If you had hoped you'd be free of my big sisterly status, don't think you're so lucky. She bumped her shoulder against mine playfully. Her lips tilted at the corners.
You'll always be my little sister.
Oh, bring it in. Come on. It took a few seconds, but she gave a quick squeeze and returned to my hug. You'll always be my family too. Chuckling, she seemed pleased at how the conversation had gone. In the end, already at home, it's been a long day. I gave her a nod. Come on, you two. Let's go. I walked home together in comfortable silence down the well-worn street. A familiar of awe. It felt nice. When I stepped through the door, I found my mom's quietly sitting together at the kitchen table. Their heads sat up and they got to their feet to meet me, Mom. Ma giving me a careful smile. We're so glad to see you. Hey, everything's alright. That's wonderful, sweetheart. Really wonderful. Ma then came over and wrapped her arms around me and Elizabeth, giving us a tight hug. It didn't take long for Ma to join in, putting her arms around the both of us.
Love you.
Really couldn't ask for better kiddos. We love you. More than anything could ever say. Moms smile at their comfort. You're smushing me. I chuckle, the rumble of laughter shaking. All of us continue to hold each other tight. I love you too. They both pulled back eventually and grinned at the two of us. And I knew that we all had each other. And we always would. Hey, I hope you're alright. Lee came up towards me, a soft smile plastered on her face. And are you okay, Elizabeth? Elizabeth rolled her eyes and huffed a breath, and I knew she wasn't used to showing her vulnerable side.
Fine.
I'm doing fine. Lee nodded, though she could tell she didn't quite believe her. But now, since we're all here, how would we do something together as a family? That sounds like an excellent idea. We should have some fun before the night's over.
Totally!
I love the sound of that. Okay. Cove looked a little bashful, like over being included as part of the family. Yeah, you're part of my family, Cove. But he tried not to pay much attention to it. Why not? I hid the smile that threatened to tilt my lips. Knowing that Elizabeth must have been in a good mood if she hadn't teased Cove or being a part of it. No matter what she could have said about it, I wanted him to be here. He was someone who was really important to me. Who's got a suggestion? It should be something we could do here in the house, with everyone in the same room. We just put on a movie. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
It's good to me.
Me too!
Me too. Yeah. I was happy when watching a movie. I'll cook us with popcorn. The rest you could pick a movie. My mom headed off to the kitchen and Ma turned to face the rest of us. What do we have in mind? Everyone else can decide. I'll watch anything. Anything but drama. Don't need any more of that today. There were some chuckles at her joke, and I thought about what I would prefer to watch. I think a comedy would be great. Cool. Perfect. With basics though, Ma took to sorting through the DVD collection. I didn't notice that Elizabeth was sailing up to me until she was right next to me, arm to arm. Since there's only so much room on the couch, I say she should go to Nivni and I. This is our day. Wait, I want to sit with you two. I'm small, so you won't even notice I'm there. Elizabeth raised a skeptical eyebrow, not so sure about that. Ma stood back up with a DVD in her hand and a smirk on her face.
Please?
I want to sit with the cool kids too. Share this room for one more, right? It might be a tight fit, but we can make it work. I could tell that Mom was teasing. Elizabeth rolled her eyes at where this was going. She had expected an easy victory. I bet you want to sit there too, huh, Cove? Where do you want to sit, Cove? Ma tapped Cove on the shoulder with the DVD case. He blushed and dropped his gaze to the floor. Hey, I'm just gonna sit next to Cove. That's right with everyone. I let the snore from beside me, but I ignored her. It made Cove even redder even more, and that was enough. Mom came back with a big bowl of fresh popcorn, and I inhaled the smell of the hot, salty snack. What's skinny? We all still want to sit with Elizabeth and Nivni, but there's not enough room on the couch. Ma took the answer in stride and pursed her lips thoughtfully.
What a pickle.
That's definitely a problem. I suppose there's only one solution. Elizabeth and Nivni will have to sit on the floor in front of the couch. That way, there's spots behind them and on the floor at the sides.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's fair.
Rude.
What? No! The whole point was us getting the couch to ourselves.
Sorry.
Sorry, that's the cause of popularity. Elizabeth groaned and crossed her arms over her chest in annoyance. Fine. Nivni, you're with me front. The rest of you can fend for yourselves. There was a mad dash as Mom and Lee raced for the couch behind me and Elizabeth. And Mom put the DVD in the player before joining them. Cove took a seat at my other side on the floor, giving me a small smile. Everyone seemed quieted down, and only sounds to be heard of hands scooping up popcorn and munching it down as the movie began. In that moment, I couldn't have been more pleased to be part of the family I had. I'll be right back, Chirps. Please excuse me. Bye. I am back. Thank you for waiting, Chirps. I'm thinking maybe one more hour. One more hour of this, and I'll call it end for this part 4 of our life. Then I'll take a break, and I'll do Left 4 Dead 2. Next chapter, dinner. Sunlight shone through the windows as I sat in the living room, my home phone pressed to my ear. Cove was on the other end. It been shaping up to be an ordinary day, like any other, until Cove had called unexpectedly. He sounded unusually nervous, greeting me. I listened silently as he kept talking, his words stilted.
So, I was just, wondering, can I come over to my house for dinner tonight?
The question came out strangely, almost like he rehearsed it a few times beforehand. I swallowed though. I hadn't expected this reason to be behind the call. Yeah, I'll go. I mean, you're always eating here. I was waiting over there.
It was... Huh? Oh.
I seen that Cove had more to say. I just interrupted him. Oops.
Cool. Well...
He stumped for a bit, trying to gather his thoughts again.
My mom and dad, they really want you to be there. Parents don't have a problem with it. They asked me to ask you.
And I took a moment to think.
Dinner at home will be quiet and uneventful today. If I really want to, I can go to Cove's instead.
Cove spoke up again, like my thought train. His voice was softer than before.
Also, I want you to be there too.
Can you?
Come over, I mean.
Why am I the one invited? The whole family? Yeah, I can come. Yeah, my mom should, yeah, they should be fine with it too.
Thanks, Nivni. I'll let them know when I can.
He sounded noticeably relieved by my response. Was I coming over to dinner today? That's serious. He spoke to me for a while longer to explain what time to come over and other details, then hung up. And that was that, for now anyway. Soon enough, the sun dipped out of the sky and evening came. It was time for me to head over to Cove's house. After letting Elizabeth know that I was leaving, she didn't look away from the TV, just grunted. I made the small journey across the street. I knocked a couple times on the heavy door to their condo. As I waited for an answer, I found myself contemplating being a guest. Both of Cook's parents were there. The idea made me curious. No, it could be exciting. I thought today was gonna be boring, but it turned me much more interesting. I didn't get that much time with my thoughts though. They were open soon enough. Cole's mom, Kyra, stood in the frame, smiling warmly at me.
Come on.
Hey, Nivni, welcome. Please, come on in. She opened the door wider and moved to make room. I stepped inside, allowing her to shut it behind me. Thank you so much for coming. I knew it was kind of last second. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Just make yourself at home. It's not my house, but I decided to give permission to say that.
Hey, Nivni, welcome to our humble abode.
I jerked my head towards the sound of Mr. Honen's voice. He waved at me briefly from the kitchen, with his back turned and a large spoon in hand.
Hope you're hungry, because I'm whipping up a lot of tasty stuff.
True to its word, I heard something sizzling on the stove. I closed my eyes, and he held. It smelled spicy and savory. With Mr. Holden busy, Cole nowhere to be seen. It was just me and Kyra. She gave me a wary smile. He sure is. Well, I've been barred from cooking the entire time. I'm staying here. Can you believe that? She nudged me with an elbow, which I scoffed good-naturedly, and spoke from over her shoulder. You're on vacation, Kyra. You need to accept that already. She yelled back, amusement obvious on her face and in her tone. People still cook when they're on vacation. Everyone's gotta eat. It's not like I'm some celebrity who could go out for every meal or hire a private chef.
Sorry.
Well, in this house, you're a VIP.
Kyra smiled and shook her head quietly. Then she turned to face me once more.
Wow.
Sorry about that, Nivni. Here, I was trying to strike up a conversation with you and Cove just had to butt in.
I don't butt in.
She eyed him, chuckling in disbelief. She was exactly disproving her point with that. I mean, he wasn't exactly disproving that point. Kyra leaned over to whisper to me. It's okay. He likes to be included. It's discovered instead of cooking all by himself. He'll have to wait. Two of us and chat. The next question could be said in a hushed tone, just to be safe.
So, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. That's what I like to hear. She opened her mouth to say something more. Some lightly pounding footsteps caught my attention. I tried to see Cove emerge from the hall a few moments later. Mindful of all the commotion, I left his room to see what was going on. He quickly took stock of the situation. His cheeks tinted pink at the sight of me standing in his living room, and his hand came up to rub his arm, almost bashfully.
Nivni, you made it.
Thanks for coming. Cove's voice unnaturally loud, as if he thought I wouldn't be able to hear him from where I was, only a few feet away. Hi, Cove. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Didn't sound convincing at all. I narrowed my eyes suspiciously, but I did call him out on it. If I could talk to him alone tonight and ask him what's going on then. It was when I glanced away from Cove that I saw his parents watching two of us interact. Who knows their sisters too? And then with narrowed eyes. Wait a minute. What if they want roasted chicken? And on the menu. No, I better make my great escape.
Are we having dinner now? Not yet, bud. I'm still cooking. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my room.
As he turned to leave, he bent his head to the side to face me.
You coming?
The question was quiet, but I heard it clearly. I smiled, pleased that he asked, and nodded in affirmation. Cove turned fully and made his way down the hall. Have fun, you two.
We'll call you when food's ready to eat.
That I followed after Cove. Two of us made our way down the hall. Meanwhile, all this time I'd never been in Cove's room. That's strange. And it's been years. That's really. Going over to Cove's room was a standard occurrence for you. Oh. I visited Cove's room before, but only rarely. Cove got to the door first, opening it and stepping aside. I joined him. I mean, I guess it makes sense because Cove is like a private person. There was a mat on the floor in front of the door. As I stepped over the threshold into his room, I felt the crunch of sand beneath my feet. Of course. The sensation was nothing new to me. Of course. Cove constantly coming back to his room covered in sand, not bothering to clean himself off at the front door, got all over his personal space. Man, you're gonna need like a maid or something for this. I'm thinking Maid Nivni might just do the trick. That's just how he was. A little bit of a mess. I hadn't heard Mr. Holt even going for it. Not like moms would have, like his mom would have even done it. Sit wherever you like. Cove sees himself at the edge of his large bed, looking like the picture of comfort, and I left to decide. I sat next to Cove on his bed. So I sat next to him. Cove grew tense. His back went stiff, and he ducked his head away. He tried to hide a trembling smile.
Oh my god.
He said under his breath, as if he didn't want me to hear her. I obviously did, easily since it's right beside me. That's comforting at him. He raised his eyebrows. We both kept noticing the other's every move. Sweet guy. Adorable. You're such a sweet guy, Cove. Oh, what? Clearly hadn't expected a compliment. Somehow, his flesh grew worse, spreading all the way down his neck. He fumbled for words. I'm not... That's... He gripped the blanket underneath him and searched for something more to say. Did you see my fish? I've got some fish. I've got some in the tank right there. Cove threw both his hands in front of him to direct my eyes towards his pets. He was trying to pretty poorly change the topic. That much was clear. I decided to show him mercy and allow it. I start to watch the bright fish swim. There were a bunch of them, flowing to and fro in the open space. They still starkly against the green aquarium plants. How long you had those fish?
I guess.
My dad brought them for me not very long ago after I moved here. I guess it's been years now. Wow, that's a long time. I peered carefully into the tank. The fish looked to be doing well. He must take good care of them. Most of them are small, but there was one especially big. What are names? I don't name them. Well, not really. I looked at the eyebrow at that and continued the explanation sheepishly.
I mean...
Mostly, I just call them things based on what they look like. Squirt for a small one, tangerine for the really orange one. That sort of thing. I've had a lot of fish and not doing good at coming up with names. Actually, I find that funny. We knew that was his weakness of his. It was an entertaining revelation. Oh, a couple of them have other types of names. He pointed to a small orangish red fish. It was minding its own business, away from the others. My dad named her Dreamcatcher. The other one's Mark. Mom came up with that one. Cole smiled to himself, his eyes reflecting from the glow of the tank. You let other people name your fish?
It's nice.
He then turned to me, tilting his head to the side. There was a considering look on his face. Do you want to name one? Yeah, I do. Smile grew a little at my enthusiasm. Cool. There's a few who don't have names right now, the newer ones. Pick which one you want to name. I pointed each of the recent acquisitions out to me. The first was the smallest in the tank. It was completely orange and zipped all over the place, running laps around the others. The second one was slightly bigger and red. Its tail was dotted with black spots, which almost resembled freckles. The last, which was the biggest one, its multicolored scales rippled under the bright light of the tank and slowly made way across the vast expanse. I went with the smallest fish. Cove only nodded at my answer, never me to decide on a suitable name. I watched the fish I chose closely as I did. A name eventually came to me. What should I name your fish? How about this? Yeah. Alright. It's Niv. Or Nive? Alright, it's Niv. That works too. You're probably wondering why I named it Nive or Niv. It's because it's just a little shipping joke I just came up with. Combining two names together. Someone who ship. Guess you can guess who I'm shipping. With that, his attention moved from me to the tank. We're finally at it and its inhabitants. I smiled probably at Nive. I'll go with Nive as it swam through the tendrils of the plants, disappearing, then reappearing soon after. I noticed that Cove was sitting closer to me than he was before. He must have scooted over at some point during the conversation. This close, my shoulders were almost like brushing against each other. My heartbeat picked up a little at the realization. You know, I'm not allowed to have pets in my house. Not even fish. The corner of Cove's lips turned down at that.
That doesn't sound fair. It's not like fish will make a mess at your house or anything. You just gotta take care of the tank and feed them. They'll be okay.
Right, my mom's gonna be strict over the weirdest things sometimes. Yeah, my mom would be strict about, the weirdest things at times. They trust Elizabeth and me to go around the neighborhood alone, but they won't let us have a pet. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, when you're even older, they'll let you.
I don't know. They seem pretty against it. Current conversation brought to mind a memory of years ago. I launched it without any warning, during a brief, confused look from Cove. One time, Elizabeth, came back from playing at the beach and just shut herself in her room. She came down for food. She ran back upstairs straight after. It was kind of weird. My mom didn't think much of it at first. But then, that night, my mom went to her room, said goodnight, and started screaming. Mom and I ran over to see what happened. Lizzie had this huge lizard in her arms. Cove's eyebrows rose at that, and he leaned forward in interest.
Really?
A lizard? Where did that come from?
Elizabeth says she saw it half buried in the sand and didn't know where it was. Then she pulled it out and got the answer. So she brought it home. That's surprising. I know Elizabeth had, she could be, kind towards, lizard pets. She had the lizard in her room for most of the day, because she wanted to keep it. Hopefully that lizard was getting enough sunlight. Mom and Ma were not happy. They worried about putting it out during night. She was going to have to let it go in the morning. Well, at least they were being considerate for like the lizard's well-being rather than just chucking it out of fear. Lizzie was really upset. She did bring it back to the beach eventually, but she wouldn't talk to anyone for days. Elizabeth. When she did get over it, it was almost like it never happened. Thinking back to that time, Elizabeth had always been stubborn, but when she was younger, she forgot grudges quickly. Now it wasn't so easy. Cole had been quiet for most of the story, apart from the reveal of the lizard, and a thoughtful look on his face.
I can't imagine what it'd be like to have a sibling.
I gave a very serious thought to his statement before I told him. There are ups and downs. It's fun to have her there when she wants to be there. But now Elizabeth Barry feels like she's hanging out with me. Cove pursed his lips at the words, considering them quietly for a while.
Cool.
That's interesting.
I think your family's cool. He didn't have much else to say, though on the topic of my family, I consider my relationships with my mom's too. You know, my moms are the best. I couldn't even consider having another opinion. Couldn't have better parents. Well, so wait, what about them? At least my mom's never tried to pay someone to be my friend. That thought prompted me to look over at Cove. He probably still didn't know what happened. I doubt that Mr. Holman mentioned it and never had. I wonder if I should ever tell him. It was long ago. But I was keeping a secret from Cove. But I didn't even take the money. Why would I feel any guilt over this? You know what? Fine, I'll tell him. There has to be honesty in either a friendship or a relationship. And I have to trust that Cole will understand that although his dad offered me money to hang out with him because he was like the new kid on the block and he was lonely, I didn't take the money. I hope he understands. Alright, I'll tell him. I took a deep, steady breath to prepare myself for the conversation. Now, I just have to figure out how to tell him. I'm more inclined towards these two, but this one sounds more like, I don't know, like it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to dress it up. But this one is like, oh, like I make it sound like I'm confessing to a crime. You want to know something crazy? Cove, I have something important to tell you. Just straightforward. Cove's head cocked to the side at the serious tone. He turned to give me his full attention.
What?
What is it?
I stared into his bright ocean eyes. Not chicken. This happened back when you moved here. It was the first time I met your dad. There's not really any way to say it. So, he offered me $20 to be friends with you. Cole sat still. Uncharacteristically, there was an unreadable expression on his face. His eyes seemed to look through me. I didn't know
what to do next. Then, without a word, Cove stood up from his bed in a single motion and just bolted right out of the room. For a moment, I didn't move a muscle. I was in shock. This is... Oh no. My senses kept quickly back to me. I shot out into the hall after him. Cove! There was no response to my call. I could see Cove down the hall. He already sprinted back to the living room. His arms were stuck at his sides with his hands tightly balled into fist. He might have been facing me, but I didn't need to see his face and know how he felt. Cove was furious. His parents were nearly finished setting the table. They greeted him, none of the wiser at what was about to happen.
Huh?
Hey, what's up? When'd you start running in the house? Are you that famished? I was able to catch up in full and stand near Cove. Parents words didn't even register in his ears. Their child was wholly focused on their matter. He was practically shaking. Cove took one step forward and glared up at his father's face. You paid Nivni to be friends with me? Mr. Holden froze. He looked like a helpless deer caught in the headlights.
Seriously?
Clifford, are you serious? He whipped his head towards Kyra, his eyes wide and blinking rapidly. Mr. Holden, you better tell them I need to take the $20. It was only one time. The mission elicited an aghast expression from his ex-wife. Mr. Holden raised his hands up to gesture defensively. It seemed like a good idea about when it happened. She covered her eyes with one hand. It was clear that her patience was frayed, but she was not so shocked anymore. Mr. Holden bowed his head, rubbing the back of his neck guiltily. The fact that she accepted this as something he'd done so easily was the most crushing part. Cove just stood there, thinking silently during their little aside. His eyebrows furrowed painfully as his eyes trembled. I felt so bad for Cove. He was taking it worse than I ever imagined. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, it was only been minutes, the tense silence was broken by Cove. I don't want to stay here. That immediately caught his parents' attention. They turned to him with two expressions of worry. Hey, wait a minute, bud. You don't have to do that.
It's alright.
There's still your room. We'll stay out of your way, I promise. Where could you go at this time of day? It's almost night. I could stay with Nivni. He stormed out of the house without waiting for another response. I jumped at this as the door slammed and closed behind me. I immediately followed after Cove. I didn't even take time to say something to his stunned parents. I ran after Cove, shutting the door more softly behind as I left. I spotted him easily. Cove hadn't made it far. He just reached the middle of the road. I followed quietly. I already said enough. I walked a couple paces behind him, silent. Cole stopped forward, going across the street without hesitance towards my house. It didn't take long to approach the front door. I left it unlocked, so he yanked it open and went inside with me. By then, night fully came. Two of us stood tensely together in the middle of my living room. The night really hadn't gone as I imagined it would. At least Elizabeth wasn't around. My moms were out. I had no idea how to explain the situation to them. I wasn't sure Cole wouldn't have been up for that. He watched me from a distance. His expression wasn't hostile. It was not exactly welcoming either.
What do you want to do now? Cove should still his back was to me, cross his arms over his chest. Are you mad at me? To my surprise, he actually responded.
What? No.
It's okay.
I just wish I'd known before. But I guess there's never really a good time to bring up something like this. You're not the one who did anything.
His tone was clipped and insulting. It was now fully clear that none of the negativity was towards me.
And we're actually friends, aren't we? It doesn't matter if you took it or not. You wouldn't pretend for years just because Dad's money.
But even if I did, that was just $20. I ducked $20, but yeah, you're using logic, Cove. I nodded my head fiercely at that. There was one thing I didn't want this revelation to do. It was weaken our relationship. Of course we're friends. I mean, I went more than friends, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you're important to me. Cove seemed to appreciate my reassurance. The furrow in his brows eased a little.
Yeah, we are. I'm definitely not mad at you. I should thank you for not letting me get to me. For telling me it happened. My dad never would have. He's always like that. He just does things. He doesn't ask or tell me about it or anything. Cove threw his arms out, his features twisted in frustration. There was already that thing with my mom coming to stay with us for the summer out of nowhere, and that was supposed to be a surprise I find out about. Who knows what other things he's done that I've never heard of? Does he even know what the thing with someone else might actually want?
He paused to take a panting breath, scowling. You're right. That's terrible. His eyes narrowed.
That's not even the worst part. The worst part is, I know he doesn't do stuff for himself. He does things because he wants to make people happy.
Cove blinked rapidly, and he noticed tears were gathering in his eyes. And he spoke again, his voice heavy with emotion.
But he just makes things worse, and he's really sorry, and it's like it's your fault for not being happy, that he was at least trying. And what if all his plans of always being so pushy did change things?
What things? Cove finally met my gaze, his bottom lips trembling. I realized then that he was referring to me and him.
What he made you stay away from me, for we even got to know each other?
His voice cracked as he forced himself to speak through his tears, but began to fall in earnest. He did everything he could to say it, but the words were barely a whisper.
Nivni, you were the best thing about coming here.
Cole was honestly terrified over the idea that there was a chance that the two of us might not have what I do. I hugged him. Cove really accepted the embrace. I wrapped my arms around him, and he wrapped his arms around me in return. The grip was firm. I wouldn't have let anything your dad or anyone else to mess it up. I'm gonna let them mess things up. His features crumpled at my words. More tears threatened to fall down his cheeks, but he stubbornly blinked them away. Hey, Cove, it's alright. I remained like that for just a little while. Then he scrubbed his eyes with the back of one hand. His gaze turned away from me, growing distant.
He's like that with my mom, too.
Anger he begun to release bubbled back to the surface.
Dad wants to make people happy, but he doesn't. The words landed scathingly hard. I was certain it crushed Mr. Hone if he heard them. I never know much about his parents' relationship, but I thought I understood a bit better now. Hey, I'm here for you, alright? Cole just looked at the ground. As the two of us were stifled by the quiet, a thought came to mind. Abrupt and sudden. I remember that day when it happened. You ran to the hills behind the house. Mr. Holden waited for you to come back while my mom's checked the park for you. That was when I met you for the first time. After you talked to me about it. Cove lifted his eyes just enough to see me. His head remained low. I remember too. First moved to Sunset Bird. I feel like I lost my whole life. I mean, that's why he wanted to help you start a new life here so much. His eyebrows scrunched up. He seemed on the verge of tears once more. It was obvious Cole didn't want to think about his dad that way. It was also hard not to right now. He must be conflicted over where to go from here.
Bravo says his hair looks like mint ice cream. Wow, Bravo. Wow. Just all the things that are happening right now. All the drama he's going through. The emotions. It's like, man, that guy looks like ice cream. Hi, Bravo. Hope your Sunday's going well. I'm going to stream 30 more minutes of this. And I'm going to take a break and do Left 4 Dead 2.
I'll be by your side, no matter what happens, no matter what your dad does. Cove smiled thoughtfully. He didn't say anything, but I had a feeling he appreciated the support. I'm going home. His face was set in determination. There was no way that I could tell him to do anything else, even if I wanted to. So I only nodded.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Nini. I'm sorry about all this. Hey, can I come with you? Yeah. Why wouldn't you go?
I smiled lightly. Just checking.
Nodded and headed outside. I followed behind him. Once again, the two of us made our way across the street towards his house. He didn't pause at the door. He just opened it wide and went in.
Bro says, damn, nice house. It's a condo.
Cole's parents were sitting at the table, heads bowed in silence between them. Basically, Cole's parents, they decided to invite me over. I guess because they could sense there was something growing between me and Cove. They wanted to get to know me better. But then, during a conversation with Cove in his bedroom, one thing led to another, and I decided to tell him the truth. That before we first met, his dad offered me it was $20. Hey, my son, he's all alone. Could you hang out with him for the summer? I never took it, but the issue was that Cove explains that his dad always tries to do things. He always tries to force things to go a certain way to make people happy, but it seems like it blows up in his dad's face. He's like, I'm gonna make my son happy, so I'll pay this random kid to be my son's friend. And Cove obviously did not take that well, because he's not angry at me, he's just upset with his dad. His dad's just repeating the same pattern behavior.
that he just does things because he thinks it's for best of everybody. There. They snapped over at the sound of the door, relieved to see Cove returned. Mr. Honan stood up so suddenly his chair squealed across the floor.
Cove?
Initially, I was just gonna maybe save it for another time to tell him, but then I think Cove deserved to know. Kara got out of her chair as well, but less dramatically. How are you feeling, baby? I wanted to talk to you. His parents looked over at him, their features soft. Cove, instead, snuck a glance at me. I was glad to be here with him. I stared back solidly, hoping I could convey my support with my eyes. It must have worked, because Cove stood up a bit straighter. Cove then fully faced his parents. Mr. Honan stepped forward cautiously, expression twisting in dismay. I am so sorry. I should have never done something so stupid. It's okay. It really isn't. That was a boneheaded move if there ever was. I was bribing an actual child, one I never even met before that day. Cove almost cracked a smile, though he quickly regained his composure. Then it isn't. I want things to be okay. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Kyra placed a hand on Mr. Honan's shoulder. Your dad doesn't believe there's something wrong with you, or that you can't make your own friends. He can explain.
I know.
I know why Dad did it. He wanted to make me happy. That's all. Didn't think it'd be like this. It was an accident. Kyra sighed heavily. A sad smile appeared on her lips. You're very grown up, Cove. Mr. Honan brought his hands up against his forehead and began to pace around the room. He didn't seem to know what to do with himself. He turned back around to face Cove and Kyra. He looked more solemn than I'd ever seen him. I'm not going to do it again. I haven't done it again. Haven't tried to bribe more people or haven't tried to step over a line without registering it. Both. He let out a heavy breath before shrinking down a little. It was impressive, because he was pretty tall.
I'm trying.
I don't know, but I don't think so. Cove's throat bobbed as he swallowed thickly. He looked like he was trying to gather up all his courage. When he spoke, his voice was small, but firm. You invited Mom here. His dad's eyes widened. Cove was ready to have a talk he had put off before. You didn't ask me if I wanted things to be like this, with the both of you together again for just a little while. Mr. Hohen's hand slowly returned to his forehead. He was stunned, as someone just hit him. I did it again. I didn't even notice. What's wrong with me? Why can't I just do something right? Maybe just stop trying to do things. You'd be surprised at what can happen. At least Cove seemed relieved that he was able to say what he felt. I knew just how long he'd been holding that in. It was quiet for a long stretch. Mr. Hohen had sat down in a chair. His shoulders drooped and his head in his hands. I looked to Cove. He watched his dad, and how gently he was struggling with what he'd been told. Cove glanced down at the ground, and back at his dad. I'm not angry anymore. Slowly, Mr. Honan met his son's eyes. I could try to talk to you about things, and what I feel about stuff.
I stopped saying that to you as everything happened. I didn't want to talk to you. But you won't have to guess if you know. Mr. Holden broke eye contact at that, shaking his head.
God.
My child shouldn't have to take care of me. You shouldn't have to make up for my shortcomings, Cove. I can fix things. I can still change. After having something of an outburst, Mr. Holden turned his face away and spoke more guardedly. Besides, I'm used to that already. I may not get it right, but not a damn thing will happen in what's left of this fight if I wasn't making the effort. It's always me. What's one more thing to manage? Dad.
I see.
You're right, Cliff. I know. But I don't think Cove wants to take care of you. He just wants you to understand. And he wants his dad to understand too. That's what matters, isn't it? It was still as Mr. Holden digested what Kyra said. He stared down at his empty hands, held out in front of him. When he looked up at Cove again, tiny tears glimmered in the corner of his eyes. He got up and crossed the room to his son. Cove didn't move or look away as he approached. Welcome back, Kenny. I told Cove the truth. I told him that a long time ago, before I met Cove, his dad offered me $20 to spend the summer with him. Spend summer with Cove because he felt like Cove was going to be alone and he wanted him to be happy. I never took it at the start. I just wanted to be friends with Cove. But the issue was that, that his dad took it upon himself to decide how to make his son happy rather than letting his son do it by himself. Brow says, she told me his hair looks like mint ice cream. No, I was repeating after you, silly goose. Kenny says I was late. He got up and crossed the room to his son, who didn't move or look away as he approached. Mr. Holden set his hands on Cove's shoulders, the touch firm. He furrowed his brows. Bud, you and I are going to talk about every single thought that ever pops into our heads for the rest of our life. Ah, he shook Cove forward and back a bit. She slipped down Cove's cheeks, but he was smiling.
What?
No, I don't want that. Mr. Holden began to smile too. He trembled at the corners, but it was genuine. I'm afraid it's the only way. Kyra chuckled and then she blinked away her own tears. Mr. Holden turned towards her. You better not be thinking of getting away from this, Kyra. Seeing is gonna apply to you. You can't! He let go of Cove with one hand while he placed his other hand around Cove's shoulder. Then he faced Kyra.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, I can. He continued to talk as he walked in her direction and Cove along with him. Aww. Then father and son were standing in front of her. Mr. Holden put his other arm around her. Now he had both of them in his arms. I think the ideas that I can actually go with are bad. You two are going to be amazed by the thoughts I decide. It's all on my own. Kyra jokingly cringed at the concept. Cove smiled tearfully up at his parents. Thanks, Dad.
I'm so glad.
Thank you, son. But hey, you know what I'm thinking now? Cove, wiping his face with the back of his head, shook his head. God, no, you're an incomprehensible maniac. Mr. Holden laughed, not disputing the words. I think we should eat that dinner I painstakingly made. It's salvageable. Just gotta heat it up back a bit. Kyra sighed in exaggerated relief.
Can
That we can manage. Right, Cove? Yeah. Great. We're making progress already.
Well,
Though I don't even know how I'm gonna start making this up to Nivni. Carrying that secret for all this time must have been quite the burden to bear.
I like that Cove's dad is not upset with me for telling the truth. And it's actually better now. Because now there's all this communication between everybody. No more like assuming or guessing. There's gonna be trust now between them.
Plus, she didn't actually get any money out of the deal. She didn't take the 20.
Yeah, because in my opinion, Cove is the best treasure in the whole wide world.
I'm not mad about it or anything. It was a hard time for my family. I mean, for your family. Either way, I or we will work on it.
Okay. Cove ducked his head and spoke towards me. With a tiny smile on his face.
Do you want to stay for dinner still?
I love to.
Mr. Holden finally let go of his family. Harry patted him on the back with a content sigh.
You're very good boys. I'm so lucky.
Cove shyly rubbed his arm. Mr. Holden nervously rubbed his neck. Now I could make eye contact at the bashfulness. In that moment, they really did seem like father and son.
Guys, there's nothing wrong with expressing your feelings. Cove's family was nice, and I thought to myself,
I was glad that I got to come over.
well, I think I'll book it into here. Here's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me say this first.
Wait, what's this? Did I miss anything in the last one? Let me see. Alright, good. Because I was worried about that yellow arrow. Like, thought, did I miss anything in my childhood? But yeah, I'm gonna book it in here. So we got this road trip, mall birthday, summer work, escapade, soiree. Did not get all the DLCs. Or is there something that's coming later on? I have to look into that. But yeah, I shall bookmark it here. And then, yeah, this will be the end for the part 4 of our life, beginning and always. And yeah, that was like an unexpected turn of events, but I think it was all for the better. See, just like keeping your feelings or emotions like secret, or being afraid that it might like hurt people or derail things. Usually, it's cliche, but the truth will set you free. In this case, yeah, now there's open communication between, yeah, the Holden family, and also like, oh yeah, Kenny. Also, earlier, we both me and my sister, Elizabeth, we both found out that like our biological parents, they were unfortunately they died. That's why, yeah, we were adopted by our 2 moms, and it made our family all the more stronger for knowing the truth. But yeah, I am gonna call for this stream. I'll take a break, and then I shall decide what to do for Level 2. Anyhow, this is Vtuber Nivni Adair, and Nifty Hat signing out. Take care, stay safe, stay nifty. Hope to see all of you again for Level 2. But if not, then I'll see you whenever you get the opportunity. Whereas like if next tomorrow or in the future. I'll miss you. Love you, everyone. Bye bye. But Bros is cool. I'm so cool that I can magically save a gas tank.
Mm-hmm.
Just before it goes spontaneously combust. Jarvis says, bye now. See you later, Jarvar. Later, Bravo. Later, Kenny. Later, Moss. Later, Avery. Later, Christopher Lloyd. Later, Ghostwolf. Later, Robot. Later, Proto X.